So here we have the BMW Z4 on a 59 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. From the outside you can see it's a two-door convertible, of course, with alloy wheels. We're going to start off inside the boot area of the car first of all. Of course, with the roof being down, some of the boot area is currently being occupied by the roof. So this is the amount of boot space you'll have underneath there with the roof down. Let me show you what it's like with the roof up. As you can see, you get loads of additional space. This cover here is what will need to be in place just there in order that you can then fold the roof down again, and you can see the area that it takes up just there. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back around to the front of the car, and then we'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside of it from there. But now that we've done a full circle, you can see it's in fantastic condition the whole way round. Just briefly before we climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, now that we're inside the car, we're going to start with the dials. Over on the left-hand side, we've got the speedometer and fuel gauge. Over on the right-hand side, we have the rev counter and the oil temperature gauge as well. In the centre, you can see the total miles for this car, first of all. They are only 53,680, so very low mileage for the car's age. We've also, in that section, got the gear the car is in. It's an automatic, so this car is in park at the moment, as you can see. Whatever gear you put it in will obviously be displayed there, so reverse, neutral and drive are all displayed there, and then back to park again. We back out to the steering wheel. We have our stereo and phone controls available out here. We've also got these paddles. They are a push-pull paddle, so you can use either paddle to change up and down a gear manually with this automatic gearbox, should you wish to do that. Over in the centre, we have the main screen for the car. As you can see, we have a visual guide for the parking sensors available on there, and then many other options, all of which are accessed using the iDrive system. The iDrive system is essentially this dial and the collection of buttons that surround it. With the dial, you can do virtually everything, although, as I say, you can use these buttons should you wish to. But from the dial, if you want to listen to the radio, you can push the dial down. You're then in the radio menu, where you'll see that this car has got AM and FM radio available. We can go back to the main menu. Under the multimedia heading, you can access your own music, and you can do that via the CD player that you see just there. We've also got auxiliary input available as well. You can pay your telephone under the telephone heading, and as you can see, this car's got satellite navigation. Really nice, clear colour display. It's a very easy system to use. Below that, we have our dual zone climate control. You can adjust the passenger temperature, the driver temperature. You can increase and decrease the fan speed. You can determine what direction you'd like the air to be distributed in. And when you're happy with those settings, your air conditioning is on at the minute. So that's off, back on again. Or you can hit auto. In doing so, the car will now maintain the temperatures you've asked for by taking full control of the fan speed and direction of the air for you. Press auto again and you go back to whatever setting you had that on previously. We have our CD player, the main volume for the stereo as well beneath that. And then beneath that, we can turn our parking sensors on and off. We can close the roof and open the roof, and then we're going to come back to that in just a moment so I can show you that working. We have the gear lever for the fully automatic gearbox, of course, and then you can change some driving setups. You can put the car in sport or normal. You can also turn the traction control for the car off as well. Okay, so we're going to press the button down to open the roof now. The first thing that will happen is the windows will all go down. As you can see, the glass section, so the rear screen, will open up over the top of the metal part of the roof there. The tailgate will open, and then that whole section will fold in as one complete unit into the section at the top of the tailgate before it then closes itself. If you keep your finger on the button, the windows will also all do up, but if you want to stop there, you can do. As you can see, the windows have now come up. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car for yourself and have a test drive, please feel free to give us a call here at Glenbourne's. We'd love to hear from you soon.